The Young and the Restless spoilers for the next 2 weeks, November 11 to November 22, reveal that Victor Newman will make a strong pitch to Jill Abbott about the future of Abbott Chancellor. During the week of November 11 to 15, Victor will play up the importance of carrying on Catherine Chancellor's legacy, and he certainly won't believe Billy Abbott is capable of doing that. Jill will think she can just slide Lily Winters back in the CEO spot if Billy can't handle the job. However, Victor will think Nikki Newman should run the company instead and will hope Jill's willing to sell it to him. Billy and Lily are in for a rude awakening when they face Jill's upcoming decision. Jill will apparently go along with Victor's deal and dig her heels in when Billy complains. This will lead to Victor making a big announcement about the new addition to his empire. Chancellor should become part of the Newman umbrella and leave Victor tickled pink over his victory. Next, we should talk about Ashley Abbott's return and her wedding duty. Ashley will help Victor walk Abby Newman Abbott down the aisle since that's the way her daughter wants it. It'll be nice for Ashley to just enjoy some time with family following her stint in the mental health clinic. Ashley will get some reassurance from Jack Abbott that the tough times are all behind her now. Over with Devon Hamilton Winters, he'll happily embrace Harmony aka Yolanda Hamilton and Anna Hamilton as they head back to Genoa City for his nuptials as well. There's already been some talk about Dominic Newman Abbott Winters Chancellor practicing his ring-bearer gig, so he'll indeed pull off his job like an adorable pro. Meanwhile, Sharon Newman will enter Phyllis Summers' hotel suite and most likely look for the proof Phyllis said she had. Phyllis is bluffing, but Sharon doesn't know that and will be walking into her rival's trap. November 13 will bring Abby and Devon's marriage ceremony as the show celebrates 13,000 episodes. It'll be a major milestone and set the stage for a whole lot of drama. There'll be some huge shockers that play out, so Y and R fans will definitely want to tune in for all the surprises. Summer Newman will get a phone call that she finds disturbing, so could this relate to Phyllis' plans for Sharon? Whatever the case, it looks like Nick Newman may spy Summer looking unnerved and hear about her fears. Back with Sharon, she'll face a wake-up call about the reality of her situation. Sharon will land in her tightest spot, yet thanks to Phyllis' mission to clear Daniel Romalotti Jr.'s name. Nick's about to make a stunning discovery, so could he find Phyllis holding Sharon captive and demanding a confession? That's one option to consider, but it's also possible Sharon could knock Phyllis out and end up standing over Phyllis' unconscious body when Nick appears. Either way, Nick's probably going to walk in on some mayhem that he didn't expect. Since Elena Dawson will return and be available for doctor duties again, there's always a chance for some hospital scenes along the way. Other Y and R spoilers say Jack Abbott and Diane Jenkins Abbott will face exposure. Diane and Jack have secretly been working to dupe everyone with their fake marriage destruction, so who will ultimately bust these two? Kyle Abbott and Victor are options, but that might cut the story short too quickly. It might be better to put the secret in the hands of someone like Tracy Abbott or even Claire Newman to complicate things. During the week of November 18 to 22, Amy Lewis may get some positive updates. Since Amy is still holding out hope that Nate Hastings will find his half-brother, she may get some good news if he finally caves in on a Damien search. Over with Victor, his new ownership of Chancellor should make plenty of waves. Billy may vow to fight back, but what can he really do if this is Jill's final decision? Billy might have to move on eventually, so perhaps Sally Spectra could come for him in the bedroom and inspire some new career goals. As for Adam Newman, it seems likely he'll accept Victor's offer to move in the old ranch home. Adam may envision a future where he lives there with Chelsea Lawson and Connor Newman as a reunited family sooner or later. The Young and the Restless spoilers say the next 2 weeks will bring some exciting episodes, so stick with us for more predictions on all the curveballs. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Pulse Canvas. It's me, Jolie here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal a preview clip has been released for the week of November 11, 2024. It shows Abby Newman Abbott and Devon Hamilton Winter's wedding day. Anna Hamilton and Yolanda Harmony Hamilton arrive for the nuptials. Also, Ashley Abbott reunites with Jack Abbott. Keep reading to find out what is coming up in the CBS soap opera. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Abby Newman Abbott's wedding. Lie and R spoilers for the week of November 11 reveal that the preview clip centers around Abby and Devon's wedding. At first, Abby was worried marrying Devon would ruin everything. Then, Abby told Devon she wouldn't get married unless her mother could be there. Thankfully, Ashley does return for the nuptials. Then, there was a problem with Abby's wedding dress, which led to Sally Spectra saving the day. As for the venue, there was a problem, and Victor Newman took control. I and R spoilers, wedding reunions. As Devon and Abby prepare for their big day, everyone will gather at the newly renovated Newman Ranch, which Sharon Newman burnt down years ago. Victor surprised Nikki Newman with having it secretly renovated. Nikki has no idea how Victor planned all of this in secret, but is overjoyed. As everyone boos and ahs over the renovation, Anna and Harmony embrace Devon. Anna says to Devon in the preview clip, "There he is, my handsome brother. Are you ready for this?" The Young and the Restless spoilers, Ashley Abbott's return. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of November 11 reveal that the preview clip also confirms Ashley's return. As fans know, Ashley has been in a mental health facility in Paris undergoing treatment for dissociative identity disorder. It is also teased that Jill Abbott will be showing up for the wedding. This will actually be in person and not through video chat. In fact, the very first scene in the preview clip shows Victor greeting Jill in his office. It seems that Victor summoned her. Jill tells Victor that he knows she doesn't like to be kept waiting. However, Jill's body language also suggests that she's optimistic about this meeting and not dreading it. Lie and R spoilers, week of November 11, 2024. During the week of November 11, fans can also expect Ashley to have a heart-to-heart with Jack. Ashley tells Jack, "I wasn't sure I was ever going to make it back." Jack assures his sister, "Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore. You're home now." It seems Ashley might open up, but she still seems slightly off. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most during the week of November 11, 2024? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of November 11, 2024 are here. Next week, fans can expect Phyllis Summers to set a trap. Later in the week, Sharon Newman gets a rude awakening. Nick Newman makes a discovery. Also, Victor Newman makes an impressive addition to his empire. Keep reading to find out what is coming up next week in the CBS soap opera. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Monday, November 11, Ashley Abbott returns. Lie and R spoilers for Monday, November 11 reveal that Victor and Nikki Newman settle into their new home. Jill Abbott comes back to Genoa City. Plus, Ashley Abbott also returns. Meanwhile, Sharon tries to cover her tracks once again. Lie and R spoilers, Tuesday, November 12. On Tuesday, November 12, Victor and Jill settle unfinished business. In a preview clip, Victor enters his office at Newman Enterprises and greets Jill. However, Jill reminds Victor that she doesn't like to be kept waiting. Tuesday's episode will also feature Lily Winters keeping Billy Abbott on his toes. Elsewhere, Phyllis sets a trap for Sharon. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Wednesday, November 13, Abby Newman Abbott's wedding. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Wednesday, November 13, reveal that it will mark the soap's 13,000th episode. It is teased that Victor and Nikki will host Abby Newman Abbott and Devon Hamilton Winter's wedding. It is also stated that the wedding will lead to a shocking turn of events. My and our spoilers. Thursday, November 14. On Thursday, November 14, fans can expect Sharon to have a rude awakening. Is it time for Sharon to finally get busted, or to confess to Heather Stevens' murder? That could be connected to Nick making a discovery this week, too. Also, Jill will stand her ground with Billy. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Friday, November 15. Victor Newman's empire. On Friday, November 15, Victor makes an impressive addition to his empire. It sounds like Victor takes over Chancellor. Meanwhile, Diane Jenkins Abbott and Jack Abbott are busted. It seems that their public spats and split were just a ruse. Also, Sharon is backed into a corner. It sounds like it's just about time for Sharon's killer storyline to come to an end. How does Sharon earn redemption after killing Heather and framing Daniel Rumalotti Jr.? Maybe there is a twist and Sharon didn't kill Heather after all? If so, that means the real murderer is still on the loose, so stay tuned. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most during the week of November 11, 2024? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember to keep watching the soap on CBS or Paramount Plus to find out what happens next. The Young and the Restless spoilers video hints it'll be a busy week as Genoa City prepares for Devon and Abby's wedding. The big event will bring back many characters, including Anna, Yolanda, Ashley, and Jill. While it's a happy occasion, it won't be without a little drama. Here's a look at what's ahead for the week of November 11 to 15. Next on, Victor enters his office at Newman Enterprises, greeting a surprise visitor. "Well, hello, he says to his guest. "You ought to know by now, Victor, I don't like to be kept waiting," Jill replies. The two have a lot to discuss regarding Chancellor Industries. Jill isn't happy with Victor's underhanded tactics to sabotage Chancellor Industries. Being business rivals for decades, Jill knows not to let her guard down when it comes to the mustache. Although Victor is the kingpin of the Genoa City business world, Jill is a force to be reckoned with. At the Abbott mansion, Jack and Ashley share a heartwarming moment. Ashley's been at a Paris clinic for the last few months, receiving treatment for DID. With Ashley doing better, she makes her return to Genoa City for her daughter Abby's wedding. Being back home overwhelms Ashley, who reflects on her recent struggles. "I wasn't sure I was ever going to make it back," Ashley says. "Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore. You're home now," Jack replies. Later, at the GCAC, Devon is spending time with Lily and Nate before his wedding. Some surprise visitors then join the trio. "There he is, my handsome brother," Anna exclaims. "Hey," Devon replies as he jumps from his seat to greet his sister and his mother, Yolanda. "Are you ready for this?" Anna asks. "Now I am, yeah," he says as he hugs Anna and Yolanda. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Monday, November 11 tease that it's a busy week ahead for the invincible Victor Newman. On the business front, he faces off with Jill Abbott, who is a formidable foe. She doesn't take well to his meddling in Abbott Chancellor and trying to ruin her son Billy Abbott. Victor reminds her of her fragile health, but she won't be distracted. Jill has Victor's number, and she's not afraid to dial it. Jill confronts Victor. Jill tells Victor that if he continues the hostilities against her company and her son, he will regret it. Longtime viewers will remember when Jill was a young Spitfire eager to impress mogul Victor. She's come a long way since then, and it's fun to watch her take on this man on his own terms and turf. Later, Jill needs to get with Billy and find out what he's been able to do with his Lily Winters problem. The Young and the Restless spoilers update for Monday, November 11, reveals that Sharon Newman will clash with Phyllis Summers at the coffee house, where Phyllis will call her out for looking guilty when she bolted from the funeral. Phyllis will also get under Sharon's skin by maintaining that she has proof against her. Although Phyllis will unsettle Sharon about her inept efforts to frame Daniel Rumalotti Jr., Nick Newman will push her to back off. Once Phyllis is gone, Cameron Kirsten will show up to remind Sharon not to run her mouth to Nick. From where Cameron is standing, he'll think Nick is starting to have doubts about Sharon. Sharon will struggle to keep her attention on Nick due to Cameron's comments, so Nick will seem suspicious as he questions her. However, Sharon will just act frazzled over Phyllis and suggest she wouldn't put it past her rival to fabricate evidence against her. In fact, Sharon will think maybe she should tell Chance Chancellor about that possibility. Nick won't want Sharon doing anything that could send the wrong message to the cops, so he'll plan to handle Phyllis for her. At Society, Phyllis will vent to Lauren Fenmore Baldwin about knowing Sharon is guilty and feeling alone. Although Lauren will hear Phyllis out, she'll feel like Phyllis is just desperate to believe anything that'll clear Daniel. Nick will pipe up an agreement when he walks in, so he'll corner Phyllis and try to shut down her Sharon harassment. At the GCAC, Christine Blair will admit to Daniel that Sharon acts spooked and guilt-ridden. Although Christine will know you can't charge someone based on a vibe, she'll feel like Phyllis might be right about Sharon's guilt. Daniel will have a hard time believing that Sharon could eliminate Heather Stevens and carry out a frame-up since that's just so diabolical. After Cameron reminds Sharon about the proof Phyllis claims to have, he'll suggest they don't know if she's bluffing or not. Cameron will give Phyllis a nudge to take care of this, so she'll end up slipping into Phyllis' suite using a stolen keycard. At the Abbott house on Monday's I and R episode, Jack Abbott will assure Ashley Abbott that there's no need to be nervous since they're all eager to have her back. Ashley will be doing well following her stint in the clinic, so she'll get a warm welcome home from Tracy Abbott, Alan Laurent, and Abby Newman Abbott. Next, Ashley will visit the recreated Newman ranch home and express her excitement over Abby's wedding venue updates. Nikki Newman and Victor Newman will be glad to see Ashley back in time for the marriage festivities. Back with Tracy, she'll get Alan's support as she makes a confession to Jack. Based on an overheard conversation, Tracy will admit that Diane Jenkins Abbott has enlisted Victor as her ally. That news will lead to Jack storming out, so Tracy will worry she's lit a stick of dynamite. At Newman Enterprises, Victor Newman will sit down with Jill Abbott and encourage her to see that his plan for Chancellor is the right one. Victor won't think Billy Abbott can be trusted with Catherine Chancellor's legacy, and he'll feel like Lily Winters belongs at Winters with her family. With all that in mind, Victor will start warming Jill up to the idea of making a deal with him. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Victor will soon prove that persistence pays off, so we'll bring you more predictions on his empire expansion. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Sharon Newman just had to attend Heather Stevens' funeral, despite being asked not to. As Sharon listened to Daniel Romalotti Jr.'s speech at the service, she couldn't take it anymore. As Sharon fled, Phyllis Summers cornered the killer. While Sharon got away, she could later return to tell Heather's grave how sorry she is. Will someone overhear Sharon's grave confession? Keep reading and let's discuss the possibility. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Heather Stevens' murder. My and our spoilers reveal that after Heather's body was found in the river, Genoa City was rattled. Heather was murdered, which prompted Chance Chancellor to return to the police force. Chance investigated Heather's murder and questioned Sharon. Of course, Sharon gave a cover story and told some lies. Later, Sharon planted incriminating evidence in Heather and Daniel's penthouse. That eventually led to Chance arresting Daniel. My and our spoilers, Phyllis Summers' vow. Christine Blair returned to Genoa City to defend Daniel. Christine and Phyllis never agree on anything. However, Christine told Phyllis that Daniel's best chance was reasonable doubt and to find another suspect. Then, Christine asked Phyllis about her theory regarding Sharon. Phyllis is determined to prove that Sharon killed Heather. However, this could also just make things worse for Daniel, depending on how Phyllis goes about it. The Young and the Restless spoilers, funeral confrontation. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Sharon was asked not to attend Heather's funeral. Sharon went anyway, but when Daniel started speaking, she couldn't take it anymore. Sharon started to run out only to be cornered by Phyllis. As Phyllis told Sharon that she was the one who caused all this pain, the killer fled. By and are spoilers. Sharon Newman's confession? Sharon's guilt is starting to get the best of her. Sharon felt some relief after confessing to Cassie Newman's gravesite. Could Sharon do something similar with Heather? Could Sharon go to Heather's grave after everyone is gone and give a sobbing apology? Could someone over Sharon's confession? If it's Phyllis, there is a chance that most people won't believe her. Summer Newman is right about there being a long, volatile history between Phyllis and Sharon. However, if someone else overhears Sharon, she could be in some real hot water. Do you think Sharon might go to Heather's gravesite after everyone is gone? Will Sharon make a gravesite confession and apology to Heather? Could someone end up overhearing that confession and alert the police? If there's anything that we've learned about the Young and the Restless character Sally Spectra, it's that while she can be fun and feisty, she's also someone who could be cold, calculating, and even manipulative, especially when it comes to getting the things that she wants. The Young and the Restless star Courtney Hope is not a fan of this. Luckily, her portrayer, Courtney Hope, is far from that. In fact, Courtney recently sat down with Soap Opera Digest to talk about some of her favorite and not-so-favorite things. Sally Spectra is a person who doesn't like to clown around, and apparently, Courtney feels the same way. She said, "I am not a fan of clowns. They can be terrifying. I don't trust them for some reason, probably because of all the demonizing of them in cinema." When asked what is her favorite season and her favorite animal, the stunning beauty offered, "I love fall. The colors, Halloween and Thanksgiving. Family, imagination and warmth, along with, I wouldn't mind having a turtle or a frog. I used to have them as a kid and I miss them around." Now, as far as what Courtney does to get herself out of a bad mood, she said, "Turn on some good music, dance around, and get moving outside. When all else fails, take a nap." And for those wondering what is the most daredevil thing she's done in the past, Courtney said, "Whitewater rafting on level 4 rapids. That was terrifying and an adrenaline rush." The Young and the Restless news. What's next for Courtney Hope? It sounds to us like Courtney is the kind of girl who would probably hang out with Sally Spectra if it weren't for all of her drama, right? Then again, Courtney is someone that we would definitely love to hang out with too. And yes, we would say the same thing about Sally Spectra too. In the meantime, let us know what you think by leaving us a line with your thoughts in our comment section below. The Young and the Restless airs weekdays on the CBS network. Check your local listings for times. Be sure to catch up with everything on Y and R right now. Come Bay. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Phyllis Summers will take matters into her own hands with a trap for Sharon Newman. If all goes well, Phyllis will hope to prove Sharon is guilty of causing Heather Stevens' grim fate and framing Daniel Romalotti Jr. However, Phyllis has proven she's capable of anything, especially when it comes to protecting her children. That could lead to Phyllis' plot taking a rather drastic turn and getting out of hand. On Y and R's November 11 episode, Sharon sneaks in Phyllis' suite, presumably to search for the evidence that Phyllis claims to have against her. Although Sharon can't be sure that proof actually exists, Cameron Kirsten will push her to investigate. It's easy to imagine Phyllis busting Sharon and urging her to admit she's trying to cover her tracks. This could easily lead to a situation where Phyllis spars with Sharon and maybe even knocks her out. Sharon will face a wake-up call about the predicament she's in on November 14, and that'll leave her feeling cornered in the November 15 episode. What if Sharon awakens tied to the bed, or something along those lines? Phyllis might insist she's had enough and refuse to free Sharon until she admits the whole ugly story. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Nick Newman is on the verge of a stunning discovery, so that could link to Sharon and Phyllis' ordeal. Summer Newman will get a scary phone call and potentially alert Nick to some concerns about her mom, so she may send him to Phyllis' suite. Imagine Nick's shock if he walks in and finds Sharon strapped to the bed. That could make Sharon look like the victim here and leave Nick furious over how far Phyllis is taking all this. Sharon could also press charges and make sure Phyllis gets arrested next. Whatever the case, you can bet Sharon and Phyllis are going to have some wild scenes during the week of November 11 to 15. We'll be sure to bring you more predictions on all the escalating hostility and any jaw-dropping news that might result. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Phyllis may be the one who spirals out of control this time, so stay tuned for updates on her next move. CDL's where you want to be for great soap spoilers, predictions, updates, and news, so stop by often for more Y&R info. On The Young and the Restless, Victor revealed his secret rebuilding of the original Newman ranch to his family. They loved it, and so do fans. Here's a great behind-the-scenes peek at what went into bringing this iconic location back to Genoa City. Spirit of the Original. On Y&R's new YouTube channel, production designer David Hoffman gave fans a look behind the curtain at what went into recreating this set. Sharon burned it to the ground in 2012. Before that, it had been Victor's home since the 1980s, and he and Nikki regularly lived there. I got the call from Josh Griffith, our showrunner, saying it's happening, we're going to do it for the wedding. And it's going to be for 13,000th episode of The Young and the Restless, Hoffman explained. Of course, the set is brand new and not the actual original. The new ranch set is kind of a homage to the original set. It's not an exact duplicate. So when you're watching the show, you feel the spirit of the original set, but it's new and exciting and elegant. Fans will get the chance to enjoy Nikki and Victor living there again, and as scenes occur, they can look for some of the things they remember from the original Newman ranch. We did recycle a couple of items from the original set, he said. The desk is back where it should be. There are some little treasures that we've kind of tucked in here and there, so it's something for the fans to be looking for. You can check out the entire video below. How do you feel about Victor rebuilding the original Newman ranch? What are your thoughts so far after seeing it on screen on the show? Let us know in the comments below. The Young and the Restless spoilers and updates reveal fans are absolutely thrilled about Elena Dawson's return for the soap's monumental 13,000th episode. The actress took to social media in early October to announce her participation in this grand celebration, and ever since, Y&R viewers have been buzzing with excitement over her comeback. The Young and the Restless spoilers, coming to interfere in Devon's wedding? Likely not. Fans have been buzzing about the possibility of her return involving Devon Hamilton Winters, but a newly released behind-the-scenes photo might suggest a different direction. As the show prepares to celebrate its monumental 13,000th episode airing on Wednesday, November 13, a fresh cast photo commemorating this milestone has surfaced. This image showcases a variety of familiar faces, including regulars like Eric Braden, Melody Thomas Scott, and Joshua Morrow, among others. Additionally, the photo features some unexpected appearances, such as Veronica Red and Vale Bloom. The younger generation of Genoa City is also well represented, with Judah Mackey and Redding Munsell making an appearance alongside other young characters. Y&R spoilers. Baby? Whose is the baby? Sarpy and Sean Dominic are featured in the photo celebrating the 13,000th episode, standing close together with a charming little one cradled in Dominic's arms. Since this image exclusively showcases the Y&R cast, it has sparked some buzz on social media. A user on X @YobaChampagne shared the photo and noted that a Reddit user had pointed out the intriguing detail. Dominic is indeed holding a young child, and it seems unlikely that this is a real-life family member. Could Elena's potential return to Genoa City be linked to a baby announcement? It's been quite a while since fans last saw her in town. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Could Elena have been pregnant when she left town? Viewers might find themselves pondering the timeline regarding when Elena could have become pregnant by Nate, especially considering the last time she was seen on screen. While the dates may or may not align perfectly, this is the world of soap operas where anything can happen. As fans are aware, Elena and Nate's relationship ended after he had an affair with Victoria Newman in early 2023. The last appearance of Elena was during the summer of 2023, when she delivered the heartbreaking news to Adam Newman and Sally Spectra about the loss of their baby. Ava Hope Newman was stillborn for unknown medical reasons and had to be delivered C-section. I&R spoilers. Fans speculate the baby could really be Ava. Elena might have been pregnant during this time and kept it a secret from everyone. Given her doctor's coat and her physique, she could have been concealing it all along. Since her name hasn't come up much in recent storylines, it's plausible that she left town to start anew. However, there's also rampant speculation that Elena could be involved in a larger scheme, possibly even taking Allie's baby for some unknown reason. Is baby Ava the child in question? Upcoming spoilers hint at significant plot twists as November sweeps take over Genoa City. Fans will need to stay tuned to see how everything plays out. The Young and the Restless star Eric Braden is known for being brutally honest and never mincing his words. Whether it is in interviews or he is speaking his mind on his social media accounts, the man is just never afraid of calling a spade a spade. Thus, it comes as no surprise that the legendary actor refuses to be censored. Eric Braden has taken a stern stand against social media censorship and has made a bold statement about it recently. Taking to his official X account, the Young and the Restless star announced that he would be quitting the platform within the week. Furthermore, he informed his fans and followers that he also has an Instagram account, and that for text posts, he is now moving to Threads, Instagram's new texting app. I am leaving X and going to 3ADs. I am deactivating my account by in 1 week. Eric asked his fans and followers to spread the word. I shall not be censored by this South African apartheid guy, who obviously doesn't understand American democracy, the senior actor fumed boldly. The Y&R star made the bold move feeling frustrated by X's alleged censorship. Censorship, he is started, Eric claimed on one of his latest X posts. He then went on to explain that the platform has started censoring any pejorative remark about you-know-who. It is clear that he is not taking any of this lightly. He has always been very active on Twitter/X and has used the platform to not just mingle with his fans, but also to voice his opinion, stance, and support over various ideas. Thus, we understand that the decision to quit the platform is huge. The announcement left his fans stunned, and they urged Eric to not leave them. Also read, Tucker to return. Is Audra teasing Tucker 2.0? Threads is relatively a new platform, and there are still many X users who do not use the aforementioned. Thus, it is understandable that they don't want to give up the opportunity of their interactions with the star. We wonder if Eric would reconsider. Stay tuned to Soap Opera Daily for more The Young and the Restless updates on what Eric Braden decides next. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Audra Charles isn't just afraid of commitment, she's absolutely terrified of it. Next on The Young and the Restless, Audra is convinced that marriage ruins everything. Despite falling hard for Nate Hastings, a marriage proposal could send Audra running in the other direction. If Nate proposes, what could have Audra considering settling down? Keep reading and let's talk about the possibilities with this storyline. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Audra Charles' commitment fears. Y&R spoilers reveal that when Audra first came to town, she wasted no time getting around. However, it seems that it was Audra's way of making sure nobody got too close to her heart. What we know of Audra is she was plucked out of college by Tucker McCall. Tucker was supposed to be Audra's mentor, but that turned into an on and off business/passion dynamic. Y&R spoilers, Nate Hastings' romance. Each time Nate gets too close to Audra's heart, she has reminded him of her belief. Audra told Nate multiple times that marriage always ruins everything. It seems that Audra's view of relationships was pretty tainted from the start. That might be why she never talks about her mother and gets angry over family questions. We do know that Audra mentioned her father was an alcoholic who passed away. At some point, fans might learn more about Audra's past and family. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Devon Hamilton Winter's wedding. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Nate is attending Devon Hamilton Winter's and Abby Newman Abbott's wedding. Nate could get swept up in the joy and romance of the celebration. It could also have him considering his own future with Audra. The Young and the Restless spoilers, it's complicated. Nate and Audra just have a chat about the whole relationship situation. Audra doesn't do the whole boyfriend/girlfriend thing, and definitely doesn't want it to seem like that. However, Audra's support and caution about the entire Amy Lewis, Valerie Pettiford situation was really touching. Devon's wedding, along with Audra's support over such a sensitive subject, could have Nate thinking about long-term plans. Audra made it clear she's still not cool with the whole dating thing. The wedding could have Nate forgetting about Audra's commitment phobia, though. If Nate proposes to Audra, he could risk losing her forever. At the same time, soaps are all about love stories, so what could change Audra's perspective on relationships? It would have to be something pretty big and life-altering, so stay tuned. What does the future hold for Devon, Abby, Audra, and Nate? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal a happy occasion is plagued with good old-fashioned soap drama. November sweeps are here, as is the 13,000th episode of Y&R. The mustache gathered his entire family after surprising Nikki, Melody Thomas Scott, with his grand gesture. Abby and Devon learned the home was where their upcoming wedding would take place. Speaking of their wedding, it brings back some fan favorites, and one of them is ready to kick a *** and take names. Jill and Ashley are back in Genoa City. It seems like forever since Y&R fans have seen Ashley and Jill in Genoa City. That all changes thanks to Dabby's wedding, and the latest preview video for the hit CBS soap gives us a first look at them back in action. Ashley relishes in being back home after all she went through with her mental health struggles. Before walking into the Abbott mansion, Ashley shares a touching moment with Jack. Meanwhile, Jill isn't having a touchy-feely moment when she makes a pit stop at Newman Enterprises to chat with Victor. Jill is onto the mustache and warns him about messing with her company. It's amazing to see Jill and Victor on screen, and we can't wait to see them battle it out over Chancellor Abbott. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Victor isn't the only one facing Jill's wrath. Billy is put in the hot seat by his mother as she vows to clean up the mess he made yet again. Devon's happy reunion. Other familiar faces showing up for Devon and Abby's wedding include his birth mom, Yolanda, and his half-sister, Anna. The two women surprise Devon at GAC when he's having some family bonding with Nate and Lily. Oh yes, Devon is happy as can be ahead of his wedding. Too bad it won't last. When speaking about what the 13,000th episode of Y&R meant to him, Braden revealed fans can expect a big shock at the wedding. We know the guests will be surprised at the location, but we are pretty sure that's not what Braden discussed in the footage. Be sure to tune in daily to find out about the big wedding shocker and its impact on Genoa City's good people. In a jaw-dropping turn of events on The Young and the Restless, Sharon Newman has managed to turn the tide in her legal battle. using an unexpected defense to secure a potential way out of prison. Sharon, who was recently incarcerated for a crime she didn't commit, has now introduced a shocking strategy, claiming that a brain tumor has affected her mental state. But could this defense be enough to free her, or is this just the beginning of an even more complicated journey? Sharon's darkest hour. The drama surrounding Sharon's legal troubles has been escalating for months. After being wrongfully accused of a serious crime, Sharon found herself behind bars, struggling to clear her name. As the walls closed in, it seemed like there was no way out, but in true Sharon fashion, she's not one to back down easily. Desperate and running out of options, Sharon's legal team began exploring every possible avenue to get her released. Then came the game-changing moment: Sharon's brain tumor diagnosis. Sharon's defense attorney presented evidence that a tumor could have affected her decision-making, impairing her ability to understand the consequences of her actions. Could this be the break she needed to regain her freedom? The brain tumor defense. Sharon's brain tumor defense has sent shockwaves through Genoa City, leaving fans and residents alike stunned. The idea that her mental capacity may have been compromised due to a physical illness has raised new questions about her guilt or innocence. Sharon has always been portrayed as a kind-hearted, strong-willed woman, but the discovery of her brain tumor could provide the explanation many were looking for. While this defense has the potential to secure Sharon's release from prison, it's not without its risks. A brain tumor defense could be seen as a last-ditch effort to avoid the consequences of her actions, and it may raise doubts about Sharon's credibility in the eyes of the court. Still, it's a defense that is hard to ignore, especially with the growing medical evidence supporting the claim that Sharon may have been mentally compromised. A risky gamble. Using a medical condition as a defense is always a risky gamble, and Sharon's case is no exception. If the tumor is real, it could explain certain actions Sharon took while under duress, but it also opens the door to new questions. Was she truly incapable of knowing right from wrong at the time of the crime? Or is this a convenient excuse to avoid prison time? Sharon's lawyer will need to present a strong case to convince the court that Sharon's brain tumor had a significant impact on her actions. This will likely involve testimony from medical experts and potentially even Sharon herself, as she tries to convince the jury that her health condition was the cause of her alleged criminal behavior. But as the drama continues to unfold, one thing is clear: Sharon is not giving up without a fight. The road ahead. Will Sharon be freed? Now, Sharon's future is hanging in the balance. Will the brain tumor defense be enough to get her out of prison and clear her name? If the defense works, Sharon could be released, but the fallout from this revelation could have long-term consequences on her relationships, her reputation, and her future in Genoa City. Fans are eagerly awaiting the outcome of this high-stakes legal battle. If Sharon is freed, how will she navigate life outside prison? Will she be able to rebuild the trust of her loved ones, particularly Nick, who has stood by her throughout this ordeal? Or will the revelation of her brain tumor raise more questions than answers? A new chapter for Sharon. Sharon's brain tumor defense could be the beginning of a whole new chapter in her life. If she is released from prison, she will need to confront the complex aftermath of her time behind bars and the impact of her condition on her relationships. There's no doubt that the road ahead will be challenging, but if anyone can rise above it, it's Sharon Newman. For now, all eyes are on Sharon as her legal battle reaches its most critical moment. Will her tumor defense truly be her ticket to freedom, or will it only lead to more heartbreak and drama for the beloved character of Genoa City? Stay tuned, because this storyline is far from over. In the world of the young and the restless, where shocking twists are a dime a dozen, Sharon's brain tumor defense is one of the most unexpected and gripping developments in recent memory. Fans will be on the edge of their seats as this storyline unfolds, eagerly awaiting the next twist in Sharon's fight for freedom. Big shock. Elena takes her daughter away from Genoa. Is she avoiding responsibility for Nate's child? In a jaw-dropping twist on The Young and the Restless, Elena Dawson has left Genoa City with her daughter, sparking a wave of shock and disbelief among fans. The question on everyone's lips: is Elena deliberately avoiding her responsibilities as a mother to Nate's child, or is there something deeper behind her sudden decision to leave? A sudden departure. Elena's unexpected decision to pack up and leave Genoa City has fans buzzing. The once promising relationship between Elena and Nate has already faced its share of complications, but this move has thrown everything into uncertainty. While Elena has always been portrayed as a loving, dedicated mother, this recent turn of events has many wondering if she's trying to escape the weight of her responsibilities. The decision to take her daughter away from Genoa raises major questions about Elena's motives. Is she trying to protect her child from the complications of her relationship with Nate, or is there something more sinister at play? The child of Nate, a ticking time bomb. Nate Hastings has had a tumultuous journey on The Young and the Restless, and his relationship with Elena has been no exception. After learning that he was the father of Elena's daughter, Nate has been trying to adjust to his new role as a father. But as with all things on the soap, drama and tension are never far behind. Elena's departure could indicate she's not ready to deal with the pressure of co-parenting with Nate, especially given their unresolved issues. Nate, who has been trying to get closer to Elena and build a future for their daughter, may now be left wondering whether Elena is truly committed to making things work for their family, or if she's running away from the responsibility altogether. Elena's inner struggle. Could Elena's departure be more than just a reaction to Nate's paternity? Perhaps Elena is dealing with deeper emotional issues, and her sudden move is an attempt to regain control over her life. The young doctor has always been torn between her career and her personal life, and this could be a moment of escape, a way for her to reset and take a step back from the overwhelming pressure. However, abandoning Genoa City, with all its drama and potential fallout, may only be a temporary solution. Sooner or later, Elena will have to confront her responsibilities as a mother and as a partner to Nate, whether she wants to or not. What's next for Elena and Nate? This shocking departure leaves many unanswered questions about the future of Elena and Nate's relationship. Will Nate track down Elena and demand answers about her decision to leave? How will Elena face the realities of motherhood and her connection to Nate once the dust settles? Fans will undoubtedly be on the edge of their seats, eagerly awaiting the next chapter of this complex and emotionally charged storyline. Elena's decision to leave Genoa City is bound to have major ramifications for everyone involved, especially Nate, who may feel betrayed or abandoned at a time when he most needs support. As the drama unfolds, The Young and the Restless continues to deliver shocking twists and turns that keep viewers coming back for more. Stay tuned to see what Elena's next move will be, and how this storyline will ultimately play out for the beloved characters of Genoa City. This shocking development raises serious questions about Elena's character and her commitment to Nate and their daughter. Is she running away from responsibility or simply trying to regain control over her life? One thing is for sure, The Young and the Restless has yet another twist in store that no fan will want to miss. The Young and the Restless fans are reeling after rumors emerged suggesting that Joshua Morrow, the actor behind the beloved character Nick Newman, may be on his way out of Genoa City. The possibility of Morrow's departure has sparked widespread concern among viewers, many of whom have followed Nick's journey since the early days of the show. As Vi and R teeters on the edge of significant changes, fans are left wondering, what does the future hold for Nick Newman, and how will Morrow's potential exit impact the show? The uncertainty around Nick's future. Joshua Morrow has been a cornerstone of Y and R since 1994, when he first stepped into the role of Nick, the son of legendary soap opera characters Victor, Eric Braden, and Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott. Over the years, Nick has grown from a rebellious young man into a complex figure with a troubled personal life and a tumultuous career. His journey has captivated fans, and Morrow's portrayal has made Nick one of the most enduring characters on the show. However, recent reports have begun to cast doubt on Nick's future. My and our insiders have hinted that Morrow might be considering leaving the series, though nothing has been officially confirmed by CBS or the actor himself. The uncertainty surrounding his status has left many fans wondering if Nick will be written off the show or if Morrow is simply taking a break. Given how integral Nick is to the fabric of Y&R, his potential exit has sent shockwaves through the fan base. What we know so far. While the rumors have been swirling for some time, there has been no official word from Joshua Morrow or the Y&R production team. Speculation about Morrow's departure intensified when fans noticed a lack of updates regarding Nick's storyline and fewer appearances in recent episodes. As the character's plotlines have become more sporadic, many began to question if the writing team was preparing to phase out the character. Sources suggest that Morrow may be seeking new opportunities, which could include exploring roles outside of daytime television. In addition, there are whispers that the actor might be pursuing personal ventures, further complicating his commitment to the show. If these rumors are true, it could signal the end of Nick Newman's long-standing presence on Y&R, and possibly the end of a major chapter in the soap's history. Fans react, shock, disbelief, and concern. The response from Y&R fans has been immediate and emotional. Social media platforms have been flooded with posts from viewers expressing their shock and disappointment at the possibility of Joshua Morrow leaving the show. Nick Newman is more than just a character to many fans. He represents decades of storylines, family drama, and moments of joy and heartbreak. The thought of losing him has left a void in the hearts of longtime viewers. One fan tweeted, "I can't imagine Y&R without Nick. He's been there from the start. I hope this is just a rumor." Another shared, "Nick Newman is an iconic character, and I'm devastated at the thought of him leaving. Please tell me this isn't true." For others, Morrow's exit would be a symbolic end to a golden era of daytime television. Nick has been central to the show's most explosive plotlines, from his tumultuous relationships with Sharon Case, and Phyllis, Michelle Stafford, to his involvement in the power struggles of the Newman family. His departure would undoubtedly leave a significant gap in Y&R's ensemble cast. The impact of Morrow's departure on Y&R. If Joshua Morrow were to leave Y&R, it would mark the end of an era for the show. Nick has been at the center of the Newman family saga for almost 3 decades, and his absence would send shockwaves through the storyline dynamics. The show has already seen several key departures in recent years, and the loss of Nick would certainly alter the balance of power in Genoa City. With Victor and Nikki continuing their reign over the Newman empire, it's unclear who would step into Nick's shoes, both as a business figure and as a central character in the soap's ongoing drama. Nick has always been a stabilizing force in the tumultuous world of the Newman family, and his absence could leave a void that the writers would need to fill creatively. Another consideration is how Nick's departure might affect the other major characters. Nick shares close relationships with several other characters, particularly Sharon, with whom he shares a deep, albeit complex, bond. The impact on his children, Faith and Noah, could also be explored in future storylines, as Nick's exit would force these characters to navigate their own journeys without their father's guidance. What's next for Nick? At this point, there's no definitive answer to whether Joshua Morrow is leaving Y&R. The rumors could simply be speculation, or they could be the beginning of a major shift for the actor and the character. For now, fans are left to hold their breath, hoping for the best while bracing for the possibility of change. If Morrow decides to exit, it will undoubtedly be a huge moment in Y&R history. His portrayal of Nick has been a key part of the show's legacy, and losing him would leave an undeniable gap. However, fans are also hoping that the rumors are just that, rumors, and that Nick Newman will continue to play a significant role in Genoa City for years to come. Stay tuned for updates on Y&R. The fate of Nick Newman may be uncertain, but one thing is clear: the drama is just beginning. This article addresses the uncertainty surrounding Joshua Morrow's potential departure from The Young and the Restless, delving into fan reactions and speculations, while exploring the potential impact on the show's future.